It's Duncan from Cloudy, and it's been a huge week, both for GeForce Now and for us. Assassin's Creed Shadows is finally here, and we reviewed it on GFN, but that's not all. Over at Cloudy, we've been putting in the work, dropping 28 performance videos for games on GFN, and if you didn't see them in your feed, well, that's because we decided not to notify subscribers just to avoid spamming everyone. Apparently YouTube has a please don't annoy people button, and we actually used it. Meanwhile, GFN isn't slowing down either. Alongside Assassin's Creed Shadows, we've got 10 more games hitting the cloud this week, including Fable Anniversary and Wreckfest 2. So let's take a look at what's new and whether this is another big win for GFN members. First up, Assassin's Creed Shadows is finally here, and it's good. Better than Valhalla, in my opinion. It runs really well on GeForce Now, and after testing different settings, we found the sweet spot, 1440p maxed out with some DLSS to smooth things out. Now, fair warning, the game starts a little slow, but once you get going, it gets a lot better. That said, one thing I was looking forward to isn't there, a feature in the Animus that lets you switch between past and present games and jump straight into them. It's actually available on xCloud but not on GFN. We'll be doing a full comparison between GFN, xCloud and Amazon Luna, but let's give some totally unexpected spoilers. GFN is already winning on performance. If you want more Shadows coverage, check out our playlist below. We've got a review performance test, 5 tips I wish I knew before starting, and a full playthrough. Next up, Fable Anniversary is joining GeForce Now, and honestly, this is perfect timing. With the Fable reboot now pushed to 2026, this will help keep fans going until then. I love going back to older games, cranking everything up to max and seeing how they play with modern hardware, and this is another iconic title to do that with. Originally released in 2014, Fable Anniversary is a fully remastered version of Fable featuring HD visuals, upgraded audio, and an entirely new lighting system. The game is all about choice and consequence. Everything you do shapes your hero, from your appearance to how the world reacts to you. Will you become a legendary hero or a feared villain? If you're looking for a challenge, the heroic difficulty mode removes resurrection files and cranks up enemy difficulty. So even if you've beaten Fable before, this might be the toughest version yet. This is the definitive way to experience Fable, and I can't wait to dive back in and see how it holds up in 2025. Next up, Wreckfest 2 is smashing its way onto GeForce Now. If you like the first game, you know exactly what to expect. Chaotic destruction, ridiculous crashes, and absolute mayhem. This sequel cranks things up even further with new cars, more destruction, and skill-based multiplayer. There's even a split-screen mode, so you can wreck your friends the old-fashioned way. The first Wreckfest had one of the best physics engines for a racing game, so I'm curious to see if this one takes things even further. Either way, it's going to be a fun one to mess around with. And rounding out the week, we've got a really diverse mix of games hitting GFN, something for just about everyone. For strategy fans, Aliens, Dark Descent lets you command a squad against relentless xenomorphs. If you're in the mood for some heist action crime boss, Rockay City brings crime, chaos, and a cast full of 90s action stars. Eternal Strands mixes grappling hooks and elemental magic in a unique third-person adventure. Motortown Behind the Wheel is for those who love a realistic driving experience, letting you explore an open world behind the wheel. For something faster and harder hitting, Nine Sols delivers Sekiro-style 2D action with a sci-fi twist. And if you just want pure classic chaos, Quake Live is here to bring back that arena shooter adrenaline. Prefer racing? Skydrift Infinity is combat racing, but with planes. And finally, for something completely different, To the Rescue lets you run a dog shelter, rescuing and caring for pups. Now you might be thinking, haven't I seen some of these games on GFN before? Yes, but this time they're coming from new game stores. So if you own them somewhere else, now you've got another way to play. Alright, that's the GFN Thursday update, and yeah, it's a pretty solid week. I hate doing these sorts of things because you really should judge GFN over a month or a year, not week to week. But if we're looking at just this week, it's a good one. We've got Assassin's Creed Shadows already live, Fable Anniversary giving us something to max out, and Wreckfest 2 bringing the chaos. Plus some of these games are showing up on new stores, which is always good to see. Let us know what you're playing this week, and if you've been watching our benchmark videos, what game surprised you the most? That's it for now. Catch you in the next one.